Yeah, all right. So now we got a great thing here happening, or is it? Well, let's check out the information before we make a decision on is this a good thing or is it a terrible thing. We don't know yet, but we're going to try to find out. All right. So everybody seems to think it's a great idea. This is a new medical doctor here, and what's going on here is that we see that everybody's so very, very thankful. And what do we see here? This is the the profile. Let's look at her profile here. Looks like she got married, but oh, look at this. It's a hyphenated last name, right? It's the the husband is Colquhoun, right, if you will. Sorry if I've mispronounced this. I'm not saying this guy's a bad guy or anything like that, but what do we see? Some wedding pictures and all this stuff. But see, this is a medical doctor or whatever in Yarmouth, right? So apparently she won a bursary because she was doing well in biology and all that stuff, and then she went on to study in Sherbrooke, and then after that, she got her a diploma and finished her residency, and then now what do we see? It's a what is it called? It's a family doctor. Well, we know from the information on this video that a family doctor, what will they usually do? Right, birth control and abortions, right? Birth control and abortions. So we have all these people so very, very happy. We're so fortunate to have you. Well, is it really? Is this a good thing, or is she going to go and go ahead and kill children? Right? That's the thing. I don't have any evidence that she's going to, but if she's going to prescribe birth control that prevents the implantation, right? That's a legitimate abortion. Right? That's exactly what an abortion will. That's what it does. Let's see, for example, warm welcome to Dr. Jasmine DeViller. Well, it would not. That's not accurate. It's a hyphenated last name here. We got DeViller. How do we say this? Sorry, Colquhoun or something like that. Right? It's a hyphenated last name. And you ask these women, why do they have a hyphen? My wife doesn't have a hyphenated last name. My wife has my last name. And then all of a sudden you ask them, why did you take the this hyphenated last name? And they got all these stories, but they don't actually tell the truth about that. I asked a whole bunch of them. So let's see for family-based medicine here. What is that? General practice, a little bit of oncology here. That's you got chemo going on here, and then this is the most perverse use of the word family I've ever heard in my whole life, because they are not supporting the family. They're putting the vacuum scene into these children. And if you see my other video about the PER.6, fetal cell line, which is extremely traumatic to actually study that stuff. So, what do we got? The Yarmouth Hospital here is so very, very happy to have this. It's right on the first page, right? This hyphenated last name, a female doctor here who's going to establish a practice in family medicine. What does that mean? It means prescribing birth control and abortions. That's what it is. All right. So is this the next? The next one of these? Well, I don't have any evidence that she actually does that, right? But maybe. Right, maybe it is. So definitely not a good thing. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's really great. Maybe everybody that believes in her are actually fighting for. But I bet you if you ask them, if they truly understand the mechanism of action of a birth control pill, they will say, oh, yeah, and they will not. They will truly not. Oh man, this is certainly a bittersweet thing. Right? She could have just not been so in a hurry and just specialized in something like for example, a neurosurgeon or something like that, something that helps patients instead of killing children. Right? That would be it's healthcare. Abortion is healthcare. We'll see about that. We'll see about that when everything wraps up at the great and final judgment. That's all for today. I'll see you next time. Bye.